Hello everybody. Thought I would do a video. It's been some time now since I've done any kind of update videos or anything like that. Been really busy on a lot of projects I had going around here, and with the wet weather we've had, we are about a month behind on a lot of the garden stuff. We got quite a bit done this week, but I thought I'd just kind of show you a few things and kind of see where we're at this point in time. A lot of you may remember that might have watched some of my videos last year that we had a old house next door to us that we had acquired January of last year, the property, and with the anticipations of expanding our homestead and all. And in October of last year we started the process of tearing that house down, and it's gone. We're done. It was definitely a project that I'm going to think twice about doing again by hand. It was quite challenging, but I've got just a temporary fence put up there right now. Once I get the dirt work done out front, and I'll show you out front here in just a minute, but as soon as I get the dirt work out there done, I'm going to move that fence out about 10 feet and connect it to my existing fence. And then right over in the corner there, we're going to put a gate, a nice gate and all. Here's the front of the property where the house was sitting. Once we got the house moved out of there and tore down and all, there was quite a hole left. We ended up using 4 dump truck loads of dirt to fill the hole in. I've still got a little bit of dirt work to do here, but it was quite muddy when we finished that project. Here is the house before we started the process of tearing it down. Also, the garage and I guess shop that was on the property, we finished our renovation of it inside and out. I've got just a little bit left to do on the outside, but for the most part we're done. Finished the porch. A lot of y'all may remember the porch that I built last year out of scrap wood out of the house, and really turned out nice, and it's a very enjoyable place to kind of sit out in evenings and all and just kind of look out over the garden. Here's the garage that we worked on pretty much all summer getting it renovated. This is what it looked like when we've just started putting the deck on the front of it. Well, here's where I'm at on our garden this year. Dealt with a lot of wet weather this year and laid on some things, but pretty much I've got a lot of stuff in the ground. Some of it's behind, but for the most part we'll kind of see how it all works out. Put some hay down the middle here. Been really wet, and I thought that might kind of help, getting up and down through there, and kind of did a little bit different this year. I made blocks and kind of zoned it out and got 4 different zones over here, and I thought it might help me kind of remember a little bit when it comes time to rotate some crops. We're going to see how this works this year. Here's my candy onions I grew from seed back in October, and they did really well at first, but when that wet weather hit, they just kind of were sitting in water and just mud, and kind of slowed the progress down a little bit, but they didn't look too bad. The bulbs were about the size of anywhere from a dime to a quarter, and when I planted them in here, I guess this last week, which is about 3 to 4 weeks behind normal, so we'll see what's going to happen, but I just couldn't get in to get them out until this last week. But cut the tops off of them, and I'm going to see how this works with me seeding them this year. I've got 2 rows here of some bell peppers, California Wonder bell peppers that I started by seed back in January. And then another row, 2 rows of some jalapenos that I started back in January. And then my tomatoes that I started some of these back in January and some back in February. They've done all pretty good, and I've still got a couple that I need to plant out. I'm going to try a couple of different things this year. I wasn't real impressed with the Florida weave I did last year. I'm going to try a combination. I'm going to do some cages, kind of go back to them, but I'm also going to, I tried this one row right here that I'm going to try to see if maybe if I just stake next to each plant, if that does any better for me this year, and I'll kind of show you the progress of that as I go along. This is something new I'm going to try this year. There's a customer here in town that I have that swears by this. He takes an old rotten hay bale and he plants tomatoes in them. And I'm going to try it. I put one plant in here, and I'm going to see what happens. And I'll show you the progress, I guess, if it works. If it doesn't, then I guess it'll be destined for the compost pile. On this side of the garden, I've got a couple little blocks and sections made here. This is where I'm going to be planting my green beans. This year I'm going to plant Contender and Roma 2 again. Had really good luck with those, and I'm going to try it again and see how they turn out. And this is another spot over here on the west side of the greenhouse that I'm going to be planting some corn and some sweet potatoes. I didn't plant any potatoes this year. It was too wet to get in here to work anything when it time to plant them, and I'm just afraid now it's just too late to try to start. But anyways, we'll see how it all works. Oh, Ansel's got his feathers ruffled this morning. He never does like to get his picture taken, I don't think. Well, I appreciate everybody watching the videos, and hopefully everything this year will turn out good, and drought or no drought, I'm going to do everything I can to be better prepared this year than I was last. And hope everybody's doing good, and y'all have a great day, and see y'all later.